now I've got the sample weighed. We have the 2,616 approximate grams of material. And in this case for sieving, we literally use box sieves designed for the project or the process. I've got my sample, starting with the largest sieve, which may retain material, or with the largest sieve, which 100% has to pass through. We simply, usually one sieve at a time, put the material into the box sieve. This is a sieve that may have a little material retained on it, 3/4 inch sieve. And utilizing this box sieve, but when we're going more drastic speed with these, that may prevent material from falling through. So we also need to slow down, pick the sample up. We are not technically allowed to manipulate the material through the sieve like that. It just has to fall freely. Okay. We're done sieving the 3/4 inch screen. I have a little bit of material retained on it. And again, just like we did with the sand, we want to keep the increments in individual pans. Then we're going to switch from the 3/4 to the next size down, which for Iowa DOT purposes is the 1/2 inch screen. And it's always a good idea to remember to put the pinch pan in place before you start the sieving. In IM 302, it we'll talk about sieving to completion. And on the number 4 screen and larger, we are to have no more than a single layer of material on that coarse aggregate sieve. And again, up to and not over 0.5% passing that sieve after an additional 1 minute of hand sieving. Utilizing these sieves, and if you lose a piece, obviously it needs to go back into your sample. Now again, especially if there's a fair amount of material on the sieve, I always like to get that separate, empty, flat pan when I'm checking for sieving to completion. You would notice when I actually stopped moving the screen at that point in time, you actually had one more drop out. As you're moving the screen, the rocks are bouncing around. A lot of times when you stop, it will fall through. Now again, removing the plus 1/2 inch from the box sieve. Butterfingers here, keeping it in its own individual pan. Checking to see if you were sieved to completion would be to take the material that did pass that 1/2 inch sieve, weighing and recording this weight. There's no place on the worksheet to record it, but to weigh this material and then divide this weight by the original weight of the sample times 100. You're allowed up to 0.5% to define sieving to completion.